who's the Bill Burr is his name?
Yeah, that's a guy.
Bald-headed guy.
Yeah. The redheaded gentleman.
I don't know if it was him or someone else, but they said they like comedians who make them feel like everything's okay. Maybe it wasn't him.
I don't know if...
you know who it was? Who's that black comedian, bald, hilarious, lives in Ohio?
Oh, Chappelle.
Yeah, I think it was Chappelle who said that. And when he said that, I got it. Because, again, maybe this goes back to the sarcastic, biting friend versus the guy who just makes you feel calm.
Yeah.
When I watch, like, Brian Regan, I feel like he's not about to make fun of somebody in a dirty way that makes me feel gross for enjoying it.
Yeah.
He's kind of making fun of himself in a playful way, and we see ourselves in him, and we all kind of relax a little. I really like that.
Yeah. When you watch a comedian, you're kind of, like, trusting him or her to, like, guide you into a place where you're going to enjoy yourself. That's sort of the fun part of, like, edgy comedy, where you're scared that they're going to hurt you, but then it's funny. Okay. You're like, oh, good. That was great. And I think that a lot of people nowadays, especially with crowd work, a lot of people in the crowd are like, please don't be evil to this person.
Know.
And a lot of the time they are. And I'm like, what are you doing? They paid.
That's right. That's the opposite of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When I say I just want to feel like it's going to be okay.
I hate that style of crowd work. I've done crowd work in the past a lot, and I don't do it anymore because I just don't have time. The way my style of comedy works, I do like 2 stories and my hour set is over. But like I used to do crowd work, and I always thought it was funniest to build someone up no matter what they say, because people will just if you ask the right questions, they'll reveal to you like embarrassing things or their living situation or relationship situation, and it's very rarely ideal. None of us are living in the ideal life, right. And so I always like hearing someone's negative and then turning it into a positive. I think it's so funny. Everyone's gonna laugh anyway, and now these people are leaving and they're like, that was good.
Yes,
we all feel good about this. Like once I was doing crowd work and there was this dude in the front row and he was by himself, and I was like, you came to a comedy show by yourself? That's freaking awesome. I do love that. I go to shows by myself, and I was like, that's amazing, and I'm talking him up, and I was like, what do you do for a living? And he was like, or I was like, what are you interested in? And he was like, I'm mostly just interested in anime. And I was like, are you making it really difficult? Like I thought you were gonna. And then I was like talking to him, trying to build him up, and I was like, well, what do you do for a living at the time? And he was like, oh, I'm unemployed. And I had to just be like, this is the coolest guy here. Yeah, he just ladies, he hangs out all day and watches cartoons. He's set to take care of you.
He's honest.
Yeah,
he's not trying to be someone he's not.
Exactly. You know exactly what you're gonna get. This man commits. He's gonna be there all day, every day for you. And I was like building him up, and it was really funny, but I was like, not making it easy for me, man. But that's the way to do it. I think it's funnier to positively build people up. I did a roast battle once where I just complimented the other person,
because that was
and I ended up winning. Yeah,
because that was the classic of Norm Macdonald's roast of Seagate or
Bob Seagate, where he said like nice things or whatever. I think that's a strategy that I didn't invent in it by any means, but I think it's very funny.
Are people trying to do that more? I guess no, right? Most people who go to a roast.
No, roast battling is like incredibly common, and people are just
I don't know why anyone would subject themselves to that. Well, just read your YouTube comments. Isn't that a roast enough?
It's insane. It's so popular because roasting got popular that like open micers and stuff started doing it. So then there's this like, you're like a guy who's like 2 years into your career. You have, you have no heat. You're not famous by any means. You're just doing your best. And someone's like, do you want to come be humiliated? And of course you say yes, because you just want stage time. Aww. But now you're writing jokes. Like the reward to risk factor is not there at all. Yeah. Anytime someone asks me if they should do a roast, I'm like, no, don't roast. What are you doing? Yeah, but some people love it. Some people have like this incredibly thick skin, and I have thick skin, but I'm also not going to subject myself to that. Yeah. I think I have some semblance of like human dignity left in me.
Well, now you're a Catholic. It's a self-roast. It's called confession. But you're doing it to someone who loves you and wants to forgive you and lead you. That's better. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Before you go, do us a favor, leave a comment, let us know what you thought of the video, like, and subscribe.